evening, Kaiju aficionados, and welcome to my introductory episode. My name is Christian, but you can call me the Kaijuologist. Now, today's introductory episode is brought to you by beer. It's good for adults. Now, I've been a big fan of the kaiju genre for decades now, literally. I've been watching the YouTube friends online. Shout out some of my favorites: the Cinemassacre, Godzillathon, obviously, Goji Fan 93, and then the one that really caught my attention was Gorzard, and I think it was Adam Noyes. They had this really fun, like, top 20 discussion of their top 20 favorite kaiju films, and that's kind of where I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to create a channel that really discusses these films. So, the point of this introduction is just to let you know how things are going to be a little different. First of all, my reviews will not be covering the plot up front. I'm going to assume you have seen these movies, you love these movies, and you want to hear a discussion about the movies. If you're looking for plot details to figure out if it's a movie you even want to see, plenty of people have done excellent reviews and plot summaries. I encourage you, like I said, Goji Fan 93 does a great job. Go explore some of those other people. Second of all, I'm going to try and find ways to do different styles of reviews, different category countdowns that we haven't really seen or discussed yet online. My first official review, which will be after this video, I'm going to try and do a compare and contrast of two of my absolute favorite Godzilla films. So that's kind of the plan there. Third, final point here, one of the differences is, in order to figure out if I'm judging these films accurately by, their purpose and their intent, I've kind of separated the kaiju genre into three categories, and I've pitched this to some friends. It's a little controversial, so hate on me all you want here. The first and most obvious category are the versus films. Films that are set up from the get-go. You're going to see two monsters duking it out by the end of the film, and you kind of judge that film by how well does it build up to that point? How believable, how well justified is it to have these two monsters in the same place? Is the battle interesting? Are the characteristics of the kaiju interesting? First obvious category. Second more obvious category are the solo adventures. We're talking Gojira 54, Return of Godzilla, Mothra, Varan, Rodan I consider a solo adventure, even though there's technically two Rodan. But again, it's a film where there isn't a monster battle, essentially. It's the monster, the military, the city, the civilians. The third one, and the trickiest of them, I'm calling Kaiju Adventure. And the most obvious Kaiju Adventure is going to have to be Destroy All Monsters. Just because nothing about the plot is really suggesting it has to be about monsters fighting. It's obviously not a solo adventure. And this category gets tricky. I mean, Invasion of Astro Monster is one I put in there, and initially, especially because a lot of people know it as Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, you think it is a film specifically designed around the versus structure. The more I watch the movie, I don't think it is. So, those categories help me to kind of figure out what style of movie and how well executed the movie was. Again, me and my taste. As I go through the films and the film series, I'm going to try and give you guys a heads up when I'm just letting you know it's my personal taste in films, and then I'm going to make a point to let you know when I'm trying to get into more, cinematic technique, academic storytelling, what are actual good, plot structural things going on within the films. Because some movies I love, even though, they're terribly constructed films. We all know the genre has a few of those in there. So, anyway, welcome to my channel. I am the Kaijuologist, and I hope you'll stick around and check out some of the later videos. Have a good one.